Welcome, guys. Welcome back to Commission Reviews. Okay, now look, I've been trying this out. I haven't got them all uploaded, but I'm going to test them a little bit here today. I was a little bit behind anyway, so this is just a test. Not this one. As I introduce my people to come on a panel, I want to be able to have you guys follow them on their social media. So this is a few that I'm working on right now. What do you guys think? Yes. Because as the ladies come on, I want you guys to, I want you guys to know where to follow. I have more I got down low, but let me go ahead and bring everybody up while I get that together. We are going to also be welcoming a new panel member to this panel. We have a lot to talk about today. So we're going to start out today with Miss E. Nicole. Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, everybody.
Yes. I don't know where I have yours at. It's somewhere. Oh, here you go. Yours right here. Y'all can follow her. See there? Boom. I love it. Yes.
Love that.
Okay. I got to get everybody else's up here. But let me reintroduce. We got Dina. She's added to the panel. She's not new to the show or the family. But what's going on, Miss Dina, a.k.a. Christina?
Good morning. Good morning.
Who I just finally unblocked on Instagram.
A whole month later.
Oh my God. All right. We got exactly I got yours set up too, Erica. Give me a minute. I gotta pull yours up. Let's see people coming through. We got Lee with the T. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me get Lee with the T.
Hey.
Hey. Yes. Oh, I do have yours up here, Dina. Yours is right here. This is your Twitter. I'm trying to get everybody to follow your Twitter. Okay. Yes. All right. Lee, if you don't mind, please giving us a little quick recap while I get the rest of these overlays up here, please, ma'am.
Hey, y'all can hear me?
Yes, you sound great.
Okay. Hold on, let me get my notes. Okay, first of all, this episode was ghetto. This episode was ghetto. Very much so. I am over, at this point in time, I'm over Winter. I don't like how she's continuously acting as if she's the victim, like she just throwing rocks and then hiding her hand like, oh, I didn't do it. So when she went to, when Monique came over and they had their little, come to Jesus moment. And she was just like, just started crying, but she wasn't acting like she wasn't giving the whole truth and explaining what happened between her and Arena when they went out. When they went out, she was just like, she just started acting crazy as if you didn't offend her and her husband. So I didn't really, I really didn't like that. What else happened? So finally we had CIAA. So they, have their little friendly bet Jamie and Quick. And that was cool. And then I don't know where this Winter friend Tasha, I think that's her name. They could have X'd that part out. Then they go on a little couples retreat, which it seems to give. Oh wait, before they get to the couples retreat, Monique and Chris, they go to this little Karma Sutra. I don't know how to explain where they did, but anyways, they bonded some more. That was very.
It was the Kia's place from whatchamacallit.
Oh, okay. So, from Ready to Love. Okay, cool. So that was cool. And then, Terry came back to talk with the Tylers again, and they dove a little bit more deep into that. And then they go on this ghetto ass. Oh wait, I forgot they was at bar 1. So Peter makes his appearance as he's trying to ease his way onto Real Housewives of Potomac with his little new beau. And then they go on this couples retreat, and Kevin shows up, and all hell breaks loose. The end. I think that sums it up.
Erica, good morning. Good morning. You want to chime in? I feel like you had something you wanted to add to that before you could just go ahead. We can start with you, honestly.
Oh, no. I mean, she was saying, I just thought it was so cute with the little crossovers from the other shows. So that's why when she was like, where did they go? And I was like, girl, we saw Dakia from Ready to Love. And then we saw Peter from Real Housewives of Atlanta. So that's all I was pointing out there. It was interesting. I think when they went to Peter, I guess for me, the whole thing is I'm over Winter, but I think I'm also over Kevin. Like,
Mm.
are y'all gonna be part of the show or no? Like, what are we doing? So to me, it's giving me the flavor of like Martell and Melody, like we not together, but we still on this couple show. Like, is that what we're doing? I'm not sure. But I'm over it. So okay, we heard your half. Now we heard Kevin's half. Why are y'all on the retreat? Like, are y'all going to get the sexual therapy? Like, I don't know on that part. So yeah, so when the guys meet, that was the thing too. Like when the guys meet at Peter's restaurant, the whole thing was for Kevin to bring receipts.
He brought a damn book.
I'm still unclear. Like in your book, do you live at your mama's or not? Was that ever answered? I didn't hear
Sure,
the
nobody,
answer to that.
nobody's got that answer.
Thank you. Had she ever come to your mama's basement? Like, what did you
Oh
talk?
Lord.
So he talked to the men for hours, and maybe it's the editing. So I'm not going to say this. It could be the producers. We always like to blame the producers.
Yes.
So maybe
Yes.
it was the producers. But like, all I realize is that you're the process of divorce. You're still wearing your wedding ring, and you took a bath. You look better. You're looking better.
Not a
But
bad.
I mean, not saying a bath, but he had a couple
Oh,
scraggly
Jesus.
moments. He was looking more together. So okay. I don't know. I feel like there was other things going on with other couples. So I'm like, either make them part of the cast and really go in. Now I will say this on the positive side for Winter because I'm not a hater.
Okay.
I really liked her cheese layout. I liked the wine and the rosé that she was serving. That part was kind of nice. I agree with Lee, which I don't know. I don't think we usually even agree, but I do agree that her crying was fake and phony. Like it just seemed out of
Yes, very
nowhere.
much so.
Like, what are you crying about? I have no idea. So it kind of felt like she was trying to get Monique to feel bad for her and get on her side again. So then she just bust out crying, and then Monique was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I guess if the ladies see this, then they'll understand."
Mm, interesting. Now, with the conversation with the two of them, I'm going to say this. I felt like that Monique is starting to see the light, so to speak, because she's like, this is my friend. And even though I'm straddling this fence of trying to be the peacemaker and all that type of stuff, at the same time, I'm starting to see some cracks in the walls of everything that I've known about Winter. What do you guys think about that? And welcome, Maud, to the panel. Welcome, welcome.
Can I just say about Miss Winter? And for the life of me, I really can't place the other reality TV show, but it was another one where this lady was doing that same crying thing and how it was devastating to her family. And it's almost like she used the same words, and it had to been like a Real Housewives of Atlanta or Potomac, because it was something was said about the parents, and they were talking about how devastating it was for the kids. But anyways, it was fake. And she knew that she had lied. She knew that she needed to work on her storytelling skills. So she said, "I'ma cry and get out of this." That's how I felt about the situation, which I really hate that she went there. But at the same time, it's like now you want to, like she said, throw rocks and hide your hands or whatever. And I think I'm not sure exactly how long each lady had been. The other ladies have been friends with Monique, but she started bringing up years and years. There's lots of people I've known or known of that I see in a social, business, charity, whatever setting, but so when I see them in those settings, yeah, they not shady. But then you become friends with them and you like, oh, okay, I see they shady. And it's giving me that. Like maybe within the last couple years, they started seeing each other more events or reconnected over the pandemic. I don't know. And maybe they just said, hey, who's your closest person? Because we need, besides you and Chris, we need 3 more couples. I don't know. But it's not giving what it's supposed to be gave.
Ladies, let me ask you this right quick on this
Wow.
issue here, Dina, specifically. One thing I saw, she was talking about she'd known Monique for 15 years. They've been friends. Monique was her confidant. So what do you all think about how do you relate to your confidant on reality TV? Because to me, it's like she may have been your friend, I guess, for 15 years. But if cameras are running, how you think you're going to reveal things to her that she can't repeat if it's on camera?
Exactly.
Well,
And that and
hold on. Let me say this real quick about that. Now, I'm gonna say this. Now, as far as them being friends for over 15 years, being on camera, the thing of it is, I feel like Monique is handling it very well, kinda. But I think she's handling it awful because you have Monique in a position where it's like, okay, you want me to be loyal to you to a T, but you know we're on camera. You know other people involved. I just don't think Winner's playing fair with this as far as
no.
using the friendship thing. Go ahead, Dina.
No, and that's very similar to what I was going to say because it's one thing if I call Kamisha and I'm like, hey, so and so did this to me. I'm getting weird vibes from her. You know what I'm saying? But we got this event, so I'm going to see how it's going to, go. But that's me on the phone talking to her. Now, we in front of cameras and we go to lunch and I say, and the cameras are rolling and I say, hey, so and so did this to me. I'm feeling some type of way about them. Number one, the producers are jumping on it. And then number two, when they roll this playback to get ready for the reunion or whatever, it's going to come up. And you know what's going to happen? They going to look at Kamisha and be like, dang, why ain't you tell me she was feeling some type of way? We could have hashed it out. It's not that serious. That one time I met her, my car had a flat, had to wait on AAA, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't nothing against her. We could have fixed that. Now we at the reunion about to rip each other's rhinestones off.
Mm-hmm.
But you also have to remember that most of these reality shows also, we have seen marriages being broken just because of a reality.
True. But their marriage was already broken before they got there.
But,
Go ahead, Maud. I can't with Tina. She already getting her.
I cannot with Tina today. Oh
I woke up out my sleep for this.
She chose.
She chose violence today.
Violent.
She's not playing. Okay. I can.
So,
ahead,
so I was thinking maybe that's the same thing. They might have been friends, but now because of the cameras and this reality show, it's gonna change the dynamic of their relationship.
True.
I get that. I understand that.
I feel like Winter, I don't know where she's been or why she doesn't understand how reality TV works. But that's the thing. It's like, yes, she's your confidant. So you should have told her that stuff like when y'all were in the parking lot of someplace when you're not mic'd up. Like, why do you not know this?
Yeah.
Well, actually, the way that she was like, well, I don't know if I need to put her in the associate zone. You don't just friends, you don't just associate zone somebody because y'all aren't seeing eye to eye after a 15-year friendship. You try to talk it out and figure it out. And maybe if you just need some space, you don't talk to him for a couple of weeks or a couple of months or whatever it is, and then y'all back like normal. Not I'm about to decategorize somebody as from a confidant in my best friend to I need to put her in the associate zone because she's hanging out with these other ladies and it's y'all aren't seeing eye to eye because you messing up.
Right. I agree with that.
And I think she's messing up because maybe prior to the cameras, she didn't have to compete for Monique's attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, you're not you got that one girl you hang with a lot, but there's other ones you make time for. So say, for example, before the cameras and everything, she might see Monique and she wasn't really caring that she was out with the other ladies, but now they're kind of like throwing them all together, for the show purposes. And she's like, okay, before when we used to hang, it was just me and her. Now I got these other two ladies. I have to compete for Monique's attention. So I have to have the best story to keep everybody involved in all eyes on me. I got to be the loudest in the room. I got to be the most dramatic, best dressed, whatever in the room, because not only is she trying to get Monique's attention, she wants to have them stunned where they can't get Monique's attention. It's real single white female-ish to me.
That's
Wow.
What did you call it?
Single white female. It's a movie where this girl would go around and copycat other people and try to take over their lives, like start doing their hair like them, trying to make moves on their boyfriend and stuff. They want their life, which
don't tell me
I'm
you
not
never seen that
saying
movie
she's gonna
before.
go to that far, but I do believe she wants Monique's life because Monique or any of the other ladies' lives to be honest, because they have successful marriages. They they're successful in business. The kids look like they are turning out to be, great individuals. So I mean her kids do too, so that's really not a
I'm
comparison.
about
I'm
to
just
say her
saying they got
kids
the
are,
complete
yeah.
package.
Yeah.
I'm just
I
saying
just
all
didn't.
together the other ladies appear, because I'm not saying it is or it isn't, appear to have a perfect package, which she has failed at twice.
I just didn't understand when she kept saying, don't you know how this has destroyed, can destroy my family? Girl, you have been
You
destroying
came
their
on TV.
marriages.
You destroyed
For,
your own family.
not only that, but you also have been destroying other people's marriages and families. By you spreading all these rumors about them and speaking on it on TV. I mean, while I would want to sympathize, while I would want to extend some grace, because today is Sunday, it's really difficult
Because
for me
today
to
is
understand.
Sunday, Jesus.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I mean, it was difficult for me to see her cry. I mean, you have been
I got
hurting
what
other
you're saying
people.
now.
It wasn't difficult to see me seeing her cry because I thought it was fake.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
It was cringeworthy.
I just
yeah.
put the TV on mute until she stopped crying.
Oh snap! Wow. Everybody
It
in
was
this
it was
family is
bad. It's
violent.
it's a bad look for me. It's a bad look for me. My whole thing is like, when all else fails, when you're not getting your way, cry or whatever. I've gotten out of many tickets.
Or in my instance, throw a temper tantrum.
Well, a temper tantrum wouldn't have worked on Monique. That might have worked on one of her ex-husbands, but it ain't gonna work on Monique. So she had to cry and pull on Monique's mama heartstrings.
Yes. Oh, I was getting ready to say that, Roro. I do appreciate that Monique held her accountable. Like she even she if she could have said the math ain't math, and I'd be like, Monique, you be watching me. But she was just like,
Oh
I don't
Lord.
understand how Arena got to that point. Like
What led up to that?
what led up to that. And then she was just like, you need to hold yourself accountable. I feel that Arena asking, are you mentally okay, was a genuine question. Girl, you went through two marriages
Oh,
and
she validated the question. Hey y'all.
Hey,
Hey,
welcome, Stacey
Hey
B.
y'all. Well, she validated what Arena had said. She sat there and told Monique she was going through all this emotional roughage from the situation. That is my mental has taken a hit. Before we get too far into this, sorry y'all, church ran over today. Happy birthday behavior, girl.
Thank you. Yeah,
well, it's not today.
she just whispered, Lord,
Happy
mine.
Mud, let me be great. I feel so attacked. I feel like you're
Oh,
attacked.
Jesus.
No, no, no.
I feel you,
Stacey,
Mike.
is this,
Like, wait, did I
Stacey,
get the
is
date
this
wrong? I
devastating your
totally
family?
understand.
Let
Look,
me
Stacey feels attacked.
tell
Stacey,
you
is this
why.
devastating your family as well?
Mud,
Are you gonna start crying?
you
Please,
have
can you
caused
give us
so much pain
a
to my
winter
family.
reenactment?
somebody get some tissue.
Mud, you have caused so
Oh
much
my God, y'all. Welcome, Stacey B, y'all.
Where's the tissue box?
We gonna put
I
this
can't.
on her acting reel, and you gotta fold the tissue just so, like when they be having too much makeup on TV, and you
Look,
gotta
They
fold
go
the
like this.
tissue.
They go like this.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. We gonna put this on your acting reel, Stacey.
I mean, we have come so far just to have someone like you bring us back.
I thought I had
I
a
mean, we
picture.
know when her birthday is. We know when it is. And you didn't want to have to try to destroy my family.
Girl, Lord Jesus. I can't. She is so ridiculous.
It's the
Oh
destroying.
Jesus,
It's
I
destroying
needed
my
that.
family. That's the
I'm
one right
so
there.
distraught, Mod. I'm so distraught.
Oh,
All right, y'all. Look. So I want to ask you about this book. What do you think was the very purpose of them bringing this book up? Because I rewatched it twice to kind of follow. What was he trying to say with the $3 million lawsuit? All of
you
that.
trying to get
What
some
was the
money to pay for this divorce?
No, you
Well,
know what I think? You know what I got from it? I don't know why he wearing that ring. He wearing that ring. I don't know why. Because if somebody was dogging me like that, the ring would be under a grave. Let's say that.
Good
It will be
point. Good
at the
point.
cemetery. It'll be under a grave. And y'all know I will call one of my aunts. I will not say her name to bring a feather and a candle and put
what
that shit
Look.
under a grave.
For real. That's some real stuff, y'all.
The book. This is what's crazy. Did she? Okay, so you know me. Y'all know I'm an overthinker. I'm a Virgo now. So did she only marry him to publish the book?
No, she probably only married him because
She thought he had money.
She thought he
Yeah.
had money.
Well, I
because
mean,
of the-
that's one of the reasons, sure. That's one of the reasons. But he said the timeline, what you said, Lee, the math ain't
15 months. What did I say?
Okay.
He said 15 months, right?
15 months.
Dating. 6 months of that was the time you got to stay away. I guess the law, y'all got to be separated for 6 months before you can get a divorce, is what I'm assuming. Up there in DC, whatever state it is.
Yep, come on.
So how many months that left? That left what?
That left.
Yeah, I forgot about
11.
That,
9.
15.
That left 9 months.
6 leaves 9. Okay, so that still includes your dating time. So how long were you married?
3 months.
3. What did I say? What did I
That's
say?
long enough to write a book about marriage?
3 fucking months.
Maybe it's how to not mess up a marriage in 3 months. Maybe that's just the title, but the contents are how not to mess up your marriage in 3 months.
I'm not being shady at all.
Heavenly love story.
A what story?
Not to zoom in on the heavenly love story.
I just want y'all to
I'm
know.
gonna take a sip on that. I'm just gonna
No,
take
I mean,
a
it's
sip.
not really a book about marriage.
Zoom in on that, Lisa.
Right.
So yeah, so I think she's just saying it's not a book about marriage. It's about how we got together. That's what I think. You know.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I can watch somebody's Instagram story to see how they got together.
Throw
Right.
the book away. Throw the book
I
away.
don't even know who y'all are to care enough for y'all to even get $4.99 on audiobooks to figure out how y'all got together. I truly don't care because y'all looking crazy on TV right now.
The man was ready with the folder. I think he watched Potomac when Monique came with the
You
the
watch
folder.
Stacey
He was
too.
like,
You know
what?
she got a
Listen,
notebook
you
too.
did you hear Chris? Did you hear Chris when he said okay with the binder?
They know I carry one, baby.
Chris
I got
said
one
okay with the
first.
binder. Here I am.
I know he did say that. He caught that.
But you know, wasn't it Monique? So
Monique?
if we go back to Potomac,
Yeah.
Monique brought a binder up on them.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
that?
She did.
Yeah.
Yep.
She did.
Yep.
So that's why he said okay with the binder. I caught that. I
Yeah,
caught
that was some shade.
Let me find out Monique coming to the reunion with a binder. I swear to God. Let me find
I'm
out.
gonna fall
Let me
all
find
out.
out, y'all.
I thought I was, I'm the mini
binder.
receipt queen,
tell you.
but Monique came with that binder on the reunion and
my
had
head
text messages blown up and
I'm so done.
highlighted.
Let me
Yes.
see. If she, I can see her with the whole thing going on with her and Winter. It would not surprise me if she shows up to the reunion with the I got the receipt, text messages, because you know they say it goes down between the two of them, so you ain't gonna be fired. I cannot wait.
Let me tell you something. I'm never getting in an argument with someone who is like myself. If I know that one of my friends keeps, records, still got phones from 10 years ago,
Or is a Virgo.
we're not getting into no argument over the phone. If we got something to say, I mean, like via text message, we got something to say, we gonna have to have it out in person. Cause I know you collecting just like I'm collecting. So that's a no-go. I would never want to get in an argument with Monique or say that something didn't happen. If Monique says it happened, she probably got a binder to back it up. So I'm a believer.
Oh, she probably do. Let me
Well,
tell
let's
you.
be
I don't know. As far as Dean is concerned, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I know what to say in the text messages and in the voice messages. I know Miss Dina. Can we stop this?
Okay, let's be honest.
I'm playing with you, Dina. But I know better though.
Monique don't need a binder at the reunion.
Receipts.
All she needs to do is play cuts of the best of Kamisha and the panel because we cracked the code episode 1 with Winter.
Episode 1 minute 3. Okay.
What happened now? Didn't they say Ann Winter? Don't they watch this? They must watch it. Who said Ann Winter? They said Ann Winter today, twice. Did y'all catch that? They said Ann Winter. I said they must watch. Or did they? I'm telling you, they said Ann Winter like 3 times a day. So I'm just saying.
Not binder gate. Go ahead, Roro, with the binder gate.
In the chat. Roro, hey, Confessions, miss you, mama. Roro be on it.
The other thing is like for Kevin, I don't know. One thing that I did catch was Miss Jamie talking about he got the gift of gab. So clearly, Kevin is a salesman. So that did not escape me at all either.
Mhm.
Secondly, how unfortunate it must be that everywhere you go, you got to carry around a stinking binder to defend yourself and your credibility and your integrity because of what someone else is running around saying about you.
Listen, at this point in time, Kevin needs to say, "Don't try me, try Jesus," because um, I'm not clearing up nothing. That's if that's what they said. Yeah, that's it. I'm not. I'm too damn grown. If you dumb enough to believe it, then that's it.
Well, that's what they say about rumors. Like, I really don't care to correct rumors. Now, if you boldface lie on me or my character, then I'm gonna say something. But everybody else can pretty much just go on to believe what you want to believe, because those people that really know me and people are my true friends and family members, they know it ain't true. So I don't got time to be correcting folks.
But I don't think he actually, I mean, again, maybe it's editing. I don't understand. I still don't understand. And we've seen him twice talk and talk and talk. But I'm like, okay, your company accused you of stealing. Did you steal or nah? Do you live in your mama's basement or nah? You know what I mean? Like some of this stuff is like, he never really directly answers that. So when Jamie said the gift of gab, I feel like Kevin talks and talks so that people don't think he's crazy and he wants them to think Winter's crazy, but they the same crazy because ain't neither one of them told us a coherent story about what has happened. So,
Baby,
Y'all going hard this morning on this Sunday.
But that's okay though, because now that I'm fully awake, in between the break, I'm gonna be Googling him. So I'm gonna have some and doing my little, super sleuthing. So by the time next week come, if he got mug shots, I'm gonna find him.
Oh snap! I better look out. Things I'm looking for something.
I'm hot on the trail. Hot on the trail.
Yeah, I so hate it for you.
Undisputed receipt queen.
Inspector Dina.
Because actually, if he knows, he says, I know she doesn't want me, but I'm still wearing her ring. I'm still carrying around our book. Like you looking real stalkerish now. Now you looking more crazy.
He could just be in love with the idea of being in love and married, because clearly they are not on the same page, nor in the same book, nor in the same library.
Thank you. They not in the same binder. They not in the same binder.
But it is stalkerish. What she's saying is correct. I have to agree with her on that. That's when he said it. I would have responded with, she doesn't want me, so I'm going to respect it. I wouldn't say she don't want me and I still want her. I mean, that sounds crazy. That's not going to change anything. Telling the guys that. I have to agree with you, Eric. It do sound a little off. I don't know. What y'all think about that?
Erica said they're not in the same binder.
I know.
Did y'all hear me?
Yeah, we heard you. Well, I think, Kamisha, I think that he's like, she telling one story talking about her ex-husband and this and that, and I'm just gonna do this shit so people can know we are still legally married, regardless of what she's saying. That this, that, and the third. I also think that I feel empathy for both of them, because it seems that they have some type of like emotional trauma associated with this relationship. They both seem like it. So I think that that's also probably something he's dealing with. Like when she want to shed a tear, he needs to shed a tear too.
Well, I know that both of them are a hot mess, and I did not like the way she was putting Monique in this position where I don't know. She wanted. I feel like she wanted her to pick sides, and even with the preview that we're gonna see, with the dramatics of. I mean, okay, I'm not gonna say dramatic, but him being there.
She didn't even let him sit down. She's trying to tell him where to sit.
I feel like the men were speaking when it came to this episode. The men were speaking out to me. He just straight said it. Like
everybody is sick of Winter. Everyone. When the men, husbands, they don't
presented a strong case of I'm telling the truth, she's crazy. See all my documents. I still have my ring on. I respect it.
I mean, I'm not saying that we should just go by what the guys are saying, but most time men don't really speak up unless they got something to say. And I feel like all the men in this episode spoke up to pretty much say that they don't believe what she's saying.
Not just that they don't believe what she's saying, but they're sick of her. They're sick of, I'm sick of you. Prepare to be sick of me. They are sick of her. I mean, seriously. She not only is she constantly talking about her marriage, right? Or her divorce or what the hell she got going on. But she's beginning to rock the foundation of their marriages. What the hell do we have to do with what's going on? What you've been through? Why are you introducing this chaos into our relationships? And I think that's why, I mean, it appeared in the wrong way, but I think that's what we got a glimpse of with Jamie, kind of nudging Rain like, all right, no, done. No, we're not about to. They are sick of winter.
Okay, now look.
And I think I was gonna say this right quick on that. Just quickly in the beginning with Raina and Winter, I think part of it is Winter is like, my man jacked me up, and I don't even think it's Kevin. I think the first guy was the one who actually cheated, and all your men suck too. And I think that's the problem where it's like, okay, now, you're not going to talk about my husband because of your situation. And Winter has constantly been bringing them in. And that's why the men are like, okay, we done with you because, maybe your man is messed up, but how you going to bring us in it? Now you messing it up for everybody.
Right. And what Raina was saying, hey, you speaking on my marriage like that's what our marriage looks like today. We all can understand what Irena is saying. Everyone's relationships change over time. You go through the dirt, you get out of the dirt. You have great times, great days. Sometimes it's a little thick. And what Irena was saying, hey, I can relate on this level because, we've had some tough times and some gray areas, but that's not who we are today. And that's not our reality today. But if you listen to what Winter was saying, she was still trying to throw jabs like, oh, well, red light, da 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 da.
Yes.
And my problem with that is you're still not listening. Just because people have some great and thick moments in their past, that does not define or who they are in the present. And that's all Arena was trying to get through to her thick ass skull. God damn.
And not only that, let me piggyback off Stacey just for a quick second. First of all, when you meet someone, you do try to find commonalities, right? So even though you're in a healthy place in your marriage, you can relate to her because you had a moment in your marriage. And what I think Raina's mad about is that you took something I shared with you to try to attempt to bond with you, and then you flipped it back on me in a negative way. And that's hurtful.
It is. And that whole scene when they're all sitting there with Tasha, and I wanted to, because Stacey brought it up earlier, I wanted to talk about that. Hold on. Let me play this real quick.
No. Go ahead.
Because that's the part where he put his hand on her chin, and I want to ask you ladies about that because this is two different things, and he's also being dragged on Twitter a bit by stuff he said about his dad. Now, we all talked about this in the past about how Jamie is, he's an old school. Sheila brought up in the past. We've all said he's an old school type of husband, dad, whatever. And so when he put his hand on her chin, I know they're gonna all talk crazy about it because I saw everybody stop, and because she was getting riled up talking about the situation with Tasha. This is a two-parter because I want to also talk about what Tasha is saying about check on her because Ashley feels like she's just team winner. But I want to start with I want to start with the chin thing. Ladies, everybody please speak on this. Do you think that Jamie was wrong or right for doing that?
I think he was right. When you are in a relationship or in anything in your significant other, because I know how I am when I get riled up. And if he is like, hey, look over here, no, my distraction, whatever I was upset about at that moment, I'm now focusing my attention on what's going on over here with him. So I understand him taking our look at me. This is not what we're doing. We're not going to do this right now in public. You don't, we're not doing that. No. So I don't think that he was wrong. I feel that he was right because he knows his wife. They've been together for 3 decades. If I'm gonna center this attention over here to me, and she ain't got to worry about this right now here. So I don't think that he was wrong.
I don't either, and I second that motion because that's exactly what I was about to say.
I wonder
Sometimes you
why
think a
people don't
partner
Hold on,
has
y'all.
to
Hold on.
stop you.
Hold on, y'all. Nicole's been here. Mama, you have something to say about that? Do you think he was wrong for grabbing in the face?
I do not think that he was wrong. I think he was absolutely right. He's a man. These people don't know what men act like. They don't even know what men look like. So they don't understand things like that. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. But before y'all go on, I just want to say one thing about why Arena's so upset, right? Yes, Arena and that lady have had was relating to each other. However, it's levels to things, right? Mm-hmm. So it's a difference between my tooth hurting and you having a cavity in your tooth. You have a cavity. My tooth just hurts. Don't compare us. It's apples and oranges. But go ahead.
Right.
Agreed.
Wow.
Agreed.
And I was just going to say, like Alicia said, they've been together for 30 years. So you never know, how things can escalate so quickly. We see things all the time in the news. A simple argument turns into something, major. So he was like, we gonna stop that now. We got cameras, what I'm saying? Focus on me. Like, I think more people should have partners that are stopping them versus egging them on in certain situations. So I think he was absolutely in his right to do what he did because it was definitely going left real fast.
It was definitely going left because in that
Arena
moment,
started to stand up.
Well, not just that, but Tasha was being very defensive of Winter, and so that conversation was escalating, and it's not my place to say whether he was right or wrong or however he and his wife communicate in their marriage. I wouldn't have a problem with it. My husband, my man was like, babe, hey, look, don't fall into the rabbit hole. Now, do I like to be touched? No, I don't. And there's a lot of people who will probably feel, have adverse thoughts about that, and that's fair.
Mm-hmm. So if he touched the shoulder instead of the face, would it be different?
He know his wife that they know how to communicate with each other. It's not my place to judge.
Yeah, and maybe like if you'd have tapped the shoulder, maybe you'd not be dragged over here. But that's how they communicate. So
well, no, because last week when he tapped her on the leg, they all went hell broke loose about that.
So he damned if he do and he damned if he don't. But listen, I stand behind Jamie Taylor. So Tyler, I don't care.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't like it.
Go ahead, Erica. Go ahead.
I mean, I hate to be the only person, but yeah, like I agree that he was right and be like, okay, let's not talk about this. Everything he said, but it was kind of like at that dinner when Chris put his hand up to hush Monique. Like sometimes you push it too far, and to me, yeah, you putting your hand in my face. That's not. Like, that's why everybody kind of paused and looked like, wait, what did you do? Mm-hmm. And even she was looking crazy. And I think part of it is even when Terry came, she's telling him, you blowing up, you doing, you're coming off over these little things. Like, yeah, you don't need to be putting your hand in my, I mean, I agree with you all in the fact that he should pull her aside and whatever. But once he put his hand on her or started to put his hand on her, I felt like that was too much for me.
But was it too much for her though?
I think so because she was looking. That's why she was like, "You need to walk away."
Well, I felt like she was like, "Walk away," because the women were talking.
Yeah,
I feel like it was like a women's Just like
Because all this time is the bloggers, it's people on social media who are saying, "Oh, yo, this is too much. This is this and this." To her, she hasn't been seeming like she's bothered about it. I haven't, she
I
hasn't
feel
complained
like she
about it.
is. That's why she
Is
had
she?
Terry come to the house with this whole "you're a bully." Like you're not just
Mm.
bullying the kids.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Mm.
Well,
saying that
I think
she stands behind him 100%. And so I'm
Yeah,
not saying that, but I'm thinking she's mentioned several times about him sort of being aggressive
she
or
has done
whatever.
that. Yeah, she has
So
done that.
I'm not saying that, and that was an aggressive move, is all I'm saying. So,
Mm-hmm.
like,
yeah.
yeah, I'm not saying she's going to stand behind her husband and he is a good person. So, but
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like he was trying to do what he felt was right in the moment. But the same way, I think Chris is a great guy too. But sometimes good people, pull it back a
Make
little bit.
mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
feel like there was a
I'm gonna
difference between
like
what
putting your
he
hands
did
on
and
somebody.
what
Yeah.
Monique's husband did. I think it was a difference because the difference between what Monique's husband did was he was trying to hush her. The difference between what Jamie did, he was trying to protect her in that moment.
and calm
She
down the
was riled
situation.
up.
Yes.
Yeah, she was riled up. She was arguing. He looks at her and definitely in a certain light on a pedestal, and he didn't want her acting like that on national TV. The conversation and
Right.
argument would have been cool, not on camera, but since the cameras was there, he just wanted to protect his woman at that point.
And I'm
I
gonna
believe
piggyback
that.
on that as well. That's what I really feel as well. I know a lot of people do not like that type. I grew up as far as old school men. I grew up with a dad who was there my entire life with my mother, and I don't know. My mother's never done that type of behavior in public. I'm not saying if you didn't cross her that she wouldn't drag you because she would, but I can see my dad. I don't know if I would see him touching her face, but I could see my dad if he thought she was out of order, letting her know at that moment because the way they communicate.
Mm-hmm.
Let's stop here. Let's stop it. And my mother would do that. And she's a strong black woman. So I feel like people probably not gonna like that he put his hand on her chin, but at the time she was getting riled up. She was getting up there, and he felt like it was going to go to a level where he was trying to protect her. And I stand and agree with that. I agree with Jamie did. I know a lot of people ain't gonna like it,
I
but I
did.
How
agree.
about Babe?
He wasn't dragging her out the seat. He was like, babe, look at me, like, hey,
He was
hello.
like,
You know?
Refocus.
Take into
Right.
Refocus.
consideration, it wasn't like he was sitting next to her. He was at the bar. From what it looked like, he was somewhere else in the restaurant and walked up to the situation. And he's walking up, and his wife is about to get up off the off the seat and yelling. Yeah, look, I need you to look over here. We going whatever's going on right here. We not
Right.
focus on what's going on right in front of you right here. Yeah.
well, and
Exactly.
and to let's be clear, they were at an establishment to celebrate someone, and it was an event.
Right.
So let's not get too far into the weeds of what y'all are having this conversation about. We're in a public place. Y'all are
Mhm.
getting rowdy. Let's bring it down. And
Yeah,
again,
we came to turn up.
yeah,
Yes.
like let's go have fun. I don't want this lady getting under your skin and ruining
Right.
another day of yours.
Yes.
And
I
she
don't
not
want to
even
ruin this
there.
whole.
She
They
not
could have
even
left.
there.
That's
Y'all
another thing
upset
too.
arguing about somebody that's not even there.
Yeah, they could have left Tasha at the door. She should have paid $20 admission to get in.
So okay.
She
Speaking of
should have left
Tasha,
that
hold
wig
on.
at
Let's go ahead
home
and get to
too.
Tasha now. Tasha said,
Period twice.
I said, check on her. So, in your guys' opinion, do you think that she was there to speak for Winter or to stand
Yes.
up for Winter, or what do you
Yes.
guys think?
Yes. And that's why she should have
I
paid
think that she absolutely was. You check on her. You supposed to be her friend, right? Them two is not her friends. They're
Bingo.
associates, and my quotation fingers up. You check on her.
She's
And
what we
if we want
call
to
a
be
live
so
troll.
sensitive, we want to be so sensitive. Arena was not wrong for that question. Do you think what you just went through is mentally debilitating you right now? Because from episode 1 to now, you're crazy.
Oh, snap.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's like she's like a paid influencer or something. Like Winter paid her to come there and
Yes.
say all that stuff.
Yes.
For me, it felt completely, utterly, totally produced. I don't like. Do
Mhm.
you even know Winter? Like, it just didn't
Mm,
seem remotely
Jesus.
real. It just seemed like to set up, like, oh, I think Monique should check on her, and then actually it was like, no, check her. I mean, it just seemed like she's the
Like they
one to
just
be on
found
the
her
show.
Yeah,
outside the
actually, I was
club and
gonna
said,
ask.
we missing a
Come on,
person.
Erica with the fire today. Come on through, mama.
I mean, I'm just saying, she just seemed like I want to be on the show. Let me get in the scene. I need a check for today or whatever. Like I don't even. I'm not. I
Yeah.
have to go back and review like how she even knows Monique. Like it just seems
Yes.
Oh
very
wow.
Yeah.
tangential and remote. Like Winter couldn't be in this scene because it was Jamie's event, and obviously they wouldn't have invited her. So
Yeah.
to make the scene work, they threw in this chick, but it just was like,
Not
why?
this chick. So now Tasha come down to this chick. We got
Not just
Anna
threw her
Winter
in.
and this chick. Copy.
And they called her at the last minute because that is not the proper wig choice for DC.
Oh my
Oh
God, I was
no.
gonna say with the
Oh
different
no.
wig, I didn't even know who
I'm
she
so-
was. I was like, it's the same girl from the dinner. I don't know these
thought
wigs. They
she
don't look
was-
right. But yes, I agree on the wig.
I thought she
Let me
was
go ahead and
very
hide.
pretty. I thought she was very pretty.
She's pretty in the face. I just think that that's the wrong.
Pretty. I'm so
I
It's
glad.
like, I don't like people when they have so much
Who's
hair,
your number
it's
one
swallowing
guy?
up their face.
Don't forget. Kamisha reviews.
No, I'm just saying, I don't like for her to have such a cute face. I don't like when they have hair that
Oh,
swallows
Jesus.
their face.
Stacey, that was for everybody who's gonna be mad at me after this podcast. I was like, who's number one? Don't forget, right here. I can't speak for everybody. Oh, let me get my comment
No,
right. I
I'm
can be,
just
everybody
gonna
else is speaking.
it was giving me like her, the artist vibes, and I thought it was super cute and eclectic. So
Okay. Everybody has an opinion about that, and I understand. Now,
Okay.
no. Let me see. So everybody is saying that she was there for Winter. It was a really intense situation here. Even when she was like asking her about, well, not asking Ashley directly, but she was like to mentally was that shade or whatever. Ashley was like, look, don't get me in it, but it was a mess. I felt like this whole situation, Winter should have been here instead of Tasha. I feel like Winter should have been here to speak for herself because that whole conversation was about Winter. The whole thing.
why should Winter have to be there to speak for herself when every time she speaks, she says something different?
And dumb. She just sound dumb. I'm
Tell so many different stories because Tasha came there
I
with
wasn't
one
ready.
version of one story. Look how intent on what Tasha is saying that the ladies are. They like, all right, let me listen to what lie she done told this woman because we heard how she manipulated the story to Monique. So let's see what she done told her. So, I mean, like, let's be real about it. You never know which version of the book you're going to get when Winter opens her mouth. You know what the story is anymore. It's a whole different
And
story.
on a serious note, that's really what rubs me the wrong way about her. Because you keep talking God, God, God. Even on this little pamphlet that he pulled out, it's got God on there. You making people, you making God and people who believe in God look terrible. Just talk about yourself because this is not a good look at all.
Okay.
Damn.
Dang, did we lose?
Well, all right. That was a
Oh,
word
no.
for today. Somebody pass around the collection plate on that note.
I guess we all woke up and chose violence today.
It really feels like that.
Don't try me, try Jesus.
I do feel like Tasha was setting up the scene for Winter to be crying because this is so emotionally touching for her. Like I felt like that was really her purpose when she was like, "Oh, check on her," to kind of tie in that scene where Winter was crying with Monique, which was fake. So I felt like this was kind of she's really been impacted by this man that cheated with the nanny 10 years ago or whatever. I'm like, that child might be a teenager now. I don't know, but it's like,
It might be. It is.
you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, so she's really devastated and Monique never saw that or whatever. So I feel that's why it seemed produced to me because I was like, okay, you're just trying to tie it into this random crying she did earlier.
Well, first of all, her children are grown now.
Yeah, they're all grown. Yes.
So the children are grown. And you came on a reality TV show. You brought up the story of your husband and him being a scammer. And you brought up all the timelines that the math don't be math. So how is it that you're going to say somebody else is devastating your family when the only reason they can repeat or say anything about your marriage is because it's what you said first on camera? I need you to make it make sense.
Ooh, snap. I don't know what to say because like you and your daughter, y'all just go. It's like boom, boom. They can't even handle it today. It's just a lot of fire, a lot of smoke. Just
Which
all
is
them
why I
screams.
said I don't care for the tears. You over here fake crying, but in the same breath, you saying Kevin ain't shit.
Mm.
So in the same tear, you crying, talking about some my family is devastated on some stuff that you created.
Well,
Bye.
Wait a
hold on,
minute.
wait. Did she say she was smiling while she told a devastating story? Do you not catch that when she
That's why
said
Yeah.
that?
Monique
She
was
said,
so
"I didn't know because you were smiling the whole entire time talking about this story," and she was. All the clips go back. You see, Winter is smiling the whole time talking about a really sad story. So when she
But
breaks
if
down, it
you
threw me for a loop too.
and if you go back to Kamisha reviews from the beginning of this season, one of us said that because one of the ladies on the panel said, "I want to." Someone said they were rubbed wrong with how she smiles when she's saying this. I swear. So I'm gonna have to go look back
I'm
at
gonna
it.
go look for. I'm gonna look for it too.
I
But
swear.
here's
But
an
here's
oh, go
my
ahead.
thing. Can I just finish this, please, Dina?
Yeah,
Here's
I'm
my
sorry.
you crying, oh Kevin, what with me? And then the ghetto Barbies.
No, she said she didn't call him
Gutter
the
Barbie.
Oh
she
no,
called
Gutter
him
Barbie.
she
Gutter
called him
Barbie.
Gutter Barbie. So my thing is, go
And
ahead.
y'all know I got a problem with that.
With the gutter Barbie or just a
We're saying gutter bar. Like every
oh
chance she gets, she tries to use some form of the word ghetto, hood rat, like
oh she
that
does.
type of
Yeah,
thing.
because when they was at the
Every
little selfie
chance
place,
she gets, and it makes me sick. It makes me sick. It just makes me sick.
When Alicia says ghetto, I get when she's saying it, and it always ties in perfectly with our topics, whatever's going on. It makes perfect sense. She's not. I'm gonna put the screen before anybody say anything. When she says she's never downing a black woman, she's never downing people. She's making an adjective for a situation. I
Yeah,
feel like that when Winter
like saying
does it,
niggas
she's
trash.
dragging black women. Oh, they're ratchet, or they're cute, but they're ratchet. It's always a shade with the compliment. So I just want to
Like
say that.
with her,
Backhanded
the
compliment.
shit.
Yes.
Oh, they're cute, but they don't know how to act. Oh, they're cute, but they're so hostile and aggressive and don't know how to act and don't have any couth and let's go on about these saying these trying to devalidate and devalue these highly intelligent, very successful black women who have successful marriages, raised excellent mothers, and stepped out on their own feet and made a way for themselves despite who their husbands are. But every chance she gets, she tries to do that. And I mean, that's not, I guess it's so triggering for me because it's no different from like each one of us in our black woman journeys where every chance we get a little higher, it's always someone, another one of us that's trying to speak negatively on us or make us appear as if we are lesser than or beneath what the standard should be. So I'm
Right.
very triggered every time she opens her damn mouth to call these very beautiful, competent, intelligent, successful women some version of
a hood
ghetto
Barbie, a hood
ratchet.
Barbie.
Yeah.
That's basically what she called him, a hood Barbie, because she was like, well, in at the little selfie place, she was like, well, she from Baltimore, but
Baltimore. Baby.
what is that? What is that? That has nothing to do with any. That has nothing to do with
And
anything.
who the hell are you?
Say it again, Alicia. Nothing to do
That
with
has
that.
nothing to do. There's people from Trailer Park Trash and they millionaires. So why are you judging
Facts.
somebody from where they came from?
Facts on
And
facts
not
on facts.
only that,
got
that makes
married
her
after
well rounded.
seconds because you thought it would be your come up. You got married to a man after 2 seconds because you thought it would be your come up, and you sitting here
Judging
degrading
somebody because they
and
from
judging these
Baltimore.
ladies because of where they
Listen,
were born.
listen. When you point your finger at somebody, there's three pointing back at you.
Hello.
You are way more
Hello.
guilty than the rest of these women that you're talking about because everything that they're doing is in response to some stupid shit you said.
Okay. And first of all, Baltimore got the best crab cakes in the world because I don't care what nobody got to say. Anyways,
Well, look, all I say is that it just makes them well rounded because that means you can go to the hood and be cool, and you can go to the boardroom and be cool. And I
100%.
believe Winter is just jealous.
I mean, also, I would say too that even though I did like her cheese plate, and I did like her wine or her whatever prosecco, whatever she had them popping, but she does not come off herself as that classy. So there's certain people on different, on different franchises that seem like they have come from class. She does not really give that. And what's interesting is what she said was a gutter Barbie is someone who looks gorgeous, but they aim low. So for
Yes.
you to even say that
The word
yourself,
of ghetto.
you are a ghetto Barbie. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty
You're a
much.
gutter Barbie yourself for you even saying this. And to me, and every time she goes in a confessional, she always has some real slick shit to say. And
Shout out
it's
to Mike
like,
Say
That's
from Be
why I
More.
said what I said. When
Hey.
you point
That
your
is
finger,
exactly what
it's
you
three
said.
pointing at you.
yeah, she looks even more crazy because there's certain people who are classy in their confessionals. Like not everybody trying to be that ratchet, smart person trying to say something slick all the time. And that makes her look even worse, even though she's trying to act like she's all of that. And it's like, no, that's not what you're giving.
Not
Well,
only does it make her look
What's
worse
up,
in that
Mike?
aspect, it make her look like a punk because you be so quick to say what you want to say when nobody's around. But you've not said that not one time when those
Not
people
one
been in the
time.
room because you know you would get your ass popped.
Ooh, no, she'll get the next half of the other half of her weave snatched out. Like,
Exactly.
That red wig
or the
now,
half,
so.
the half weave snatched out. Whatever she's wearing on that other side, that part.
Look, I ain't gonna be
But
funny. I'm trying to figure out
going
where hair
back to
came
what
from. When I saw the wig today, I was like, baby, where did they reach for their hair? Because it was bald just the other day. I'm trying to figure out what hairs did they. Let me stop. I'm sorry.
what
It's the glue. It's the glue.
It's glue. It's
I'll-
glue. They
I'll-
probably did like a half, like a piece of like a wig cap or whatever or a stocking and glued it so the glue wouldn't be like on her scalp.
Okay, because girl, it was looking good. I was like, damn.
Yeah, that's what they did.
Whoever did that hair is the person needs to be going.
Or she has on a wig cap and then
Oh, well, that's true
Yes,
too. That's
us
probably what it is.
cosmetologists are magicians.
yeah. So
Wait, but
I mean, I would be,
Magic was happening.
because they was like, how they get the hair on that side of her head? It's because she got on a wig cap. I'm not saying that I'm a cosmetologist or anything, but
I know.
I am, and you are correct.
The streets of YouTube have taught me how to do a lot of things.
Look,
I'm a
everybody really.
cosmetologist, and you're correct.
Okay, thank you. Because Nicole, I was like, baby, it was like nothing. I'm gonna try to see what
The
happened.
streets of YouTube have taught me a thing or two about hair. So,
But to go back to what E. Nicole was saying, and I think this is a major character flaw with O Winter, is that you're sitting here like, oh, praise be, and then you go and you leave one pulpit and enter the bully pulpit, and that really devalidates what she's trying to promote. You talking about Jesus and how loving and caring and oh, you're so much higher and better, and then you're gonna sit here and every chance you get, you go straight to the bully pulpit. I ain't putting no dollars in your collection plate, ma'am.
And that is not what Jesus would do.
What would Jesus do?
And not only that, she's messing up her future coin. Like, this is solidified. This is going to be in the airwaves forever, idiot. You can't take none of this back. You done did all of this.
Oh, y'all know what I wanted to ask y'all? I wrote it. Y'all know where I'm at. So she said, remember in her confessional, after she spoke with Monique, and she said, did y'all catch this? That she hopes or she knows Monique will convey her hurt feelings or something to that effect. Did y'all catch that? That's
why I thought the cry was
begging for
totally planned
sympathy.
and fake. Like, I'm gonna cry, and then Monique is gonna let the other ladies know I cried.
And then she went in the confessional and said her game plan. Like,
yeah. And the whole time Monique is sitting there like, what is really going on at the table?
She looks so confused.
but could y'all imagine being the cast members? Like, for me as a cast member, I couldn't imagine it. Like, and I think this is some of what, even when I did my season, like when you're listening to someone and they take you on this emotional and knowledge roller coaster where you're thinking one thing and believing one thing, and then you find out something else, and then you find out something else, and then the other person comes back and adds the originator, really messes you up. Like, you can see that happening with Monique in her facial expressions where like in all all along the journey. She's like, oh my gosh, like I can't even believe this. Like, oh my God. And I think like that's what's going on with the ladies. Like they're just like in I don't know, like knowledge shock. Because she keeps changing the narrative so much. That shit is draining.
Okay.
Very much so. Now, ladies, we have kind of got through this ghetto episode today, and we chose a lot of us chose violence, but it's okay. Uh, as I'm preparing for my 46th birthday, which is the 5th of July, which I'm super excited about. Um, I did drop some tea about Ready to Love, so that panel will be going again very soon. If you didn't catch the tea, it's on my channel on Community Reviews. Now, you guys, we're gonna end this live, but before we go, I want everybody to go and follow Dina, aka Christina. She has word on the street today, and
And we got
I
some
told that
hot things to talk about.
Lee with the T. Lee with the T will be joining her as well. I want you guys to follow all the ladies. I'm putting up their Instagram so you guys can follow them and find out what's the tea, what's going on, all these different things that are happening. Maud had to go because she's doing her cooking thing, but she was here to give her 2 cents. The undisputed African queen. And of course, we had Miss Erica here. Erica was coming through with the smoke today, so I sure do appreciate that today, ma'am.
No, I'm like, who is this?
Oh my!
Who is that girl?
And Miss E. Nicole. Oh, I always appreciate E. Nicole coming.
Oh, damn.
You
Look
went
what
out.
Winter did. Look what Winter did. Look what her did.
Winter, get out of our live.
So, guys, we're gonna head over, and don't forget that, of course, y'all subscribe to me as well. Community Reviews.
Wait, but we missed what you said about E. Nicole.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think my mic went out for a second. My mic been tripping lately. E. Nicole actually interviewed me yesterday, guys, and I cannot wait for her to drop this. It's gonna drop on my birthday. I actually put the video on my community wall so you guys can be there for the premiere. So if you have not, go to my community wall and follow E. Nicole. And the interview was fire. So only my people can interview me. Just want to say that. So y'all make sure y'all there for that. But I need everybody to go to Dina's right now because her live is already up because she's my mentee. It's already up. Go hit that live. Go hit the reminder bell so that you don't miss it when she does go live because her and her daughter be going in and they probably got some good hot topics. Oh, thank you for the super chat, sweetness. If I have some shorts, I'll do a little twerk for you for my birthday, but I'm not appropriately dressed. I'm not doing that. But thank you for the super chat. All right, guys, we're going to hear. Anybody got any closing word before we leave? Anybody got anything you want to say?
Next week going to be even more ghetto. That's all I got to say.
I have something to say.
Yes, go ahead, Mama.
Everything dies in the winter.
Okay, Ashley.
God.
Well, I mean, this is what I have to say is just probably another relationship for her to be jealous of. But I just want to say a happy, congratulations to Simone and Rashid.
Congratulations.
I'm so excited for them. I don't have to be in the win, but I do want to be in attendance.
Okay.
You know me, I don't know what I gotta do, but I'm gonna be there doing coverage from Community Reviews. No lies. I'm gonna be there covering that entire wedding, y'all. Anyway,
all right.
I felt really honored because I was one of the first people she called when it happened, and I was like, "You're thinking of me, like literal me?" Yes, but
I felt good too. I was like,
when you genuinely are happy for people,
yes.
that
is unmatched.
Goes over and they can feel that energy.
It touched me when she called me. I ain't gonna lie, it did. I was like,
oh my God.
She called me. I really was because I was like, I built a relationship with you guys and it means something to me. So when she called me,
she said, "I'm gonna meet you at the morgue." That's what.
I'm gonna just let y'all know. I'm gonna just let y'all know. I'm gonna just tell y'all to come to a destination, and then y'all just don't ask no questions. Just show up.
Well, Stacey, I'm gonna be there, so you will be right there with me with the camera, okay? Because I will be there with you.
All in the video like Diddy.
Whatever. Because I got my
not Diddy.
I already got my
I will be all in the video like Diddy.
My little stuff all the way on the level.
I'll be pressed. I'm gonna get my dress together. I will be there recording everybody. I'm gonna have a whole stand set up. Maybe y'all just don't even know.
I gotta keep it on the low because Dina asked she'll know before I know.
She gonna be like, it's at this hotel. Da 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 da. I'm
Look, I'm gonna say I don't know about this. I want to make sure I get invited. I took out.
No.
I want this all right.
Man, I'm gonna start charging for my services now.
Look, she gonna be like, I intercepted the wedding contract being signed.
Well,
all right, guys, we're about to get out of here. Make sure y'all go head over to Dina, aka Christina. She will be live. I will be dropping P Valley probably today because I didn't know it was on the app early. It's already there, so I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna go ahead and drop my recap. With that being said, we out of here. Birthday girl. Bye.